Everybody, amprepairguy.com, 203-892-4119. Also, harbachelectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. So I'm waiting on amplifiers to be delivered. I just had a customer drop off an L4B, so I'll be on that tomorrow. Always something here. Never ends, but I love it. Keep them coming. I have to be clear about that because someone thought I was complaining, and they're like, well, if you don't like working on amps, why are you doing it? I love working on amps. So I'm going to do it until I can't. Okay, so I think I got the transformer cabinet pretty much wired up. I just have to add the cooling fan still, but that's super easy. I'm going to reuse the fuse holders on the front panel, and I need the fan will go in parallel with the plate primary, you know, the 240 side, and then also have a indicator lamp in parallel, so that'll tell me that the transformers have power at the primary. Just another indicator. I'm going to reuse the lamp that's already in the cabinet, a series dropping resistor for it to work on 240. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did. So I used the Teflon wire. I'm almost out of this. It's number 4, Teflon jacketed, the stranded tin center conductor. This stuff isn't silver plated. So I ran out of the terminal that would allow me to use 2 with 1 terminal. So I have a bunch of these. I'm using stuff I have around the shop, all proper stuff. I have very little into this so far, but I'm doing it all correct. So anyway, 1 number 4 per side of plate primary. So you have, this is one side, one goes to one transformer, one goes to the other. Here's the other side, 1 to 1, 1 to the other. Put a zip tie in each one and zip tie them together so I don't get them mixed up. So I'll show you the other side in a second. So they're going to connect to these 250 amp SuperCon connectors. I have to get the split washer, lock washer thing to. They don't come with those. They should. I just like really good connections. So I used my hydraulic crimpers for these. Just takes time. You know, I used one you call die, and then I used the next size to crimp them really well, and then my little mini torch to solder them, and then heat shrink. Okay, so that's the primary side. The secondary side, Jim gave me this idea. Put a fuse in series with one side of the secondary, so if I ever lost one of the strings for the full wave bridge rectifier, it would stop me from pumping raw AC into the caps, but the electrolytics still have a diode across each one to protect them. Those will short and protect them also. So I already have the fuses, have the clips, standoffs, and all that. So you can see I used GTO 15. The wire secured to the wall with these clamps I had. So the secondary leads that go up to the bottom part of the RF deck cabinet will come in through the grommet, the back panel, the shield will have a ring terminal on it, and it'll get bonded to the chassis here. I'll have a washer and split washer to lock it in place. This is 1/4 inch, and this plate is tapped and threaded. It was already like that when I got it. So I added these 2 standoffs. They have studs, so the leads will come in, the GTO 15 wire, and they will connect right here. Okay, so the connection points at the fuse, the ring terminals are soldered to the clip. I always do that, and then there's a screw that goes through into the insulator standoff. Same on the other side, and they are also crimped, soldered, heat shrunk. Everything's zip tied. So the secondaries are just paralleled, one transformer connected to the other, and one set of leads coming back. Primary, ton of current, so I'm trying to minimize voltage drop. Okay, so this already had the plate in it. I ended up, I reused the right angle pieces and put in, I already showed that, but I put in the right angle. I'm, again, using what I have, but not skimping on anything. Okay, so I will be right back with a video of the front. I also used these nice clamps with screws, with nuts, kept nuts. Everything has a screw and a kept nut, just nice and tight, not going anywhere. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so here's the front. think this, I think the 5 is 250. I'm going to start there first. See, also crimped, soldered, heat shrunk, proper connectors for number 4. Clamps. These are those zip tie type clamps. I have another one here or not? I don't think so. But I have lots of this stuff. So basically, there's an eyelet and zip tie here, and it goes, you know, number 10 screw goes through with a cap nut on the other side, and I have the same over here. Everything's secured real nice, and zip tied the wires. So that's about it for now. But I'm going to reuse, like I said, I'm going to reuse these fuse holders, but obviously put much smaller fuses in them, not 8 amp. And the, you know, the fan, you know, primer. I'll have wires coming off the primary side to the fuse holders, and on the other side of the fuse holders will go up to the fan, up on the top. I'm going to reuse that little square hole. I'll show you. Reuse that. Perfect size for a muffin fan. I just have to get one. And then this indicator lamp will also be in parallel. I'm just going to connect that directly across. And I might hook it up to the fuses because I believe these, I forget if these light up. I think they light up if one goes out. I think there's, pretty sure there's an, yeah, there's an indicator in there. So, I mean, it's just to let me know right off the bat, you know, if I lost, let's say I lost that fuse right there, or if I lost the fuse inside the RF deck, it would let me know that there's still power on the primary of the transformer. But I would never stick my hands in here unless it's unplugged, and I go in here and I check whatever, you know, just, I don't play around. It's just, you can never assume, because when you assume, it's when you're getting too comfortable, and that's when bad things happen, okay? So, thanks for watching. I am done for the day. I should be back tomorrow with the Drake. And I hope everyone has a great day. Got a bunch of Harbach orders out today. And I am just trying to get this thing done. I need to get my line power issue corrected because I just have too much sag. But I've had people ask if I want to sell this. No, it's not for sale. Even if I don't use it, it's just not for sale. I can't go through all this again. If someone wants to buy one, they want me to build one, it'll be brand new with mostly new components. Any components I can't get new, like a socket, they would have to be used, but clean. But I won't be making 160 through 15 or 160 through 10. It'd be 80 through 10. Just need way more inductance, twice the inductance to get on 160, more capacitance and everything. And I can stick an 80 through 10 in a smaller cabinet. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Websites are amprepairguy.com and also harbachelectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. 73.